What's up, YouTube? I'm back again. It's about to be my third video for the day. It's getting fun now, man. I didn't know it was gonna be this fun, man. Like I said, watching Damian Prince do it, he make it look fun. Like, to me, he the Michael Jordan of YouTube videos. You know, Damian Prince. Check out the Prince family, man. It's on YouTube. They hot. But my topic right now for this third video of the day is the 1980s. You know, if you an 80s baby, put your hands up. I was born in 1978, so do that qualify me as an 80s baby? Because I was born in the 70s, so they can't qualify me as an 80s baby. I know it's the end of the 70s, but still. If you an 80s baby, put your hands up. Man, the 1980s was feel good times, man. I can remember the park. You know, I can remember amusement parks. I can remember family times. I can remember just happiness overall, man. The candy stores down the street, you know, the ice cream truck. 2025 don't feel like the 80s, man. And not even the 90s. The 90s was cool. I think the 90s was more violent, you know. But the 80s, back when we were shorties, those were feel-good times. And that's my topic for this video. In the 80s, man, you can just see people were happier. You know, they felt better. You know, they looked better. They had a better, you know, personality when it comes to people and everything like that. You know, I know we hear like the political stuff that we hear and everything like that. A lot of people don't like Ronald Reagan as a president. You know, rest his soul. But the 1980s overall, you know, from 80, I'm gonna say, to 89, man, was some of the best times in life. The best music, the best movies, the best mall atmosphere, the best everything in the 1980s, man. So the 80s babies, y'all got something to brag about, man. I don't think I too much qualify as an 80s baby because I was born in 78, but I feel like an 80s baby because I was born at the end of 78. So y'all let me know if y'all comment, you know, in the comments, am I considered an 80s baby? I think I'm a 70s baby. You know, I was born in 78, but I know more about the 80s more than the 70s because I was born at the end of the 70s. Like, I don't know nothing about good times so much now besides the reruns or whatever. But Different Strokes, I think, which came out in 79. I know about that. Leading into the 80s. I remember The Facts of Life. I think that was sort of like 80-ish, if I'm not mistaken. You had Small Wonder. I think that was in the 80s. Was Too Close for Comfort in the 80s? I think it was. That was a good show. Like, we had it was like relaxing times, you know. What's that show? With Michael J. Fox on it. The first show he was on. I don't know if that was at the end of the 70s or the 80s. Family Ties. That's the name of it. That was a good show. A relaxing, feel-good show. So the 1980s brought about a lot, man, when it comes to feel-good, peaceful energy. That's what I'm trying to promote on this video. The 1980s brought about a lot when it comes to feel-good, peaceful energy. The 1980s brought about a lot when it comes to feel-good, positive energy. You know, I don't see it in 2025. I don't see it. You know, you got white boys in the suburbs that's calling themselves YNs. You know, that's trying to hang with black folks and be shoot them up, you know. Not saying that they not real. They could be, I don't know them, but I'm just saying that's what 2025 hold. It wasn't like that in the 80s. You know, everybody want to be violent. Everybody want to be negative. They blame it all on rap music, but it's not all rap music fault. It's people in general. How could one form of music bring about all this pain and suffering? So it's not just rap. It's political. The politicians, you know, they let stuff happen that they shouldn't let happen, concentrating on stuff that don't even matter opposed to stuff that really do matter. What you think these kids gonna go out there and do? They're gonna call themselves YNs. They're gonna get into gangs. They're gonna start shooting. They're gonna start acting crazy. Especially, you know, people like the leaders. Politicians are the leaders, man. Politicians are leaders in our society, man. You know, and everybody want to point the fingers at Donald Trump for 2025, but he's not the only one, man. He the president, but he's not the only one, bro. That stuff got a lot of people involved, and it ain't just him. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not trying to say he all the way right. I'm not trying to say he wrong, but the political field stretch and reach longer than him. So, in my opinion, 2025 don't feel like the 1980s. It don't even feel like the 90s, to be honest. But we don't want to get off topic, because the topic is the 1980s. That's the topic, man. Park barbecues, going over your family member's house on Thanksgiving or Christmas was different in the 80s. It felt better. These days, people don't even be around each other, They choose to move to different states, or they choose to have different people around them, a smaller circle, so to speak. And it's a lot of people doing that, man. A lot, not just a few people, a lot of people. They talking about their circle small. And I heard Fat Joe the rapper, which is one of my favorite rappers, Crack. He said his circle so small it can be a dot, a period. That's what Fat Joe said. So I'm not knocking the brother for it, but he said it, and there's a lot of people that think that way. In the 80s, it wasn't like that. It was family, friendly, fun. People had big circles, like they had big family reunions and big gatherings on Christmas. The kids, I used to always bring one toy to wherever Christmas was going to be at. If it was going to be at my auntie house, my grandma's house, whatever, I would bring one toy to the house. My parents bought me a lot of toys, but I would take one toy with me. My mom said, boy, you can bring only one toy. Don't bring all them toys. Where is that at? That's gone. And we all get together, we have toys, playing around. The grown folks listen to their music, eating dressing and turkey and ham and macaroni and cheese and greens and cornbread on Christmas and Thanksgiving. That's gone, man. This there, but it's very minute. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long, man. But to me, this is a fun topic, and like I said, as I do more videos, I get more into it. I'm really I say introvert. I'm not much with public speaking or anything like that. But these videos are making me more comfortable and everything to be able to relay this message to everyone. I like it. I actually like it, man. I ain't always gonna like it this much, man. But then it feel good. It feel good. But the 1980s, man, the 80s, was rocking. I believe we'll never get those times back again, no matter how much we try, man. Like, people were more humble, they were more caring, it was more family orientated, So like, comment, and subscribe, man, on your feelings about the 1980s opposed to 2025. Love y'all. Peace out.